there! Welcome to episode 180 of the WaveBack Music Podcast. My name is Kris.
And I'm Matt.
And we're here to listen to the most interesting video game music there is. Oh, I really did write that with an apostrophe, didn't I? I'm just going to say it. Let's say the whole thing. We have a special listener request this evening, and it just so happens to line up with the revival of a fan favorite Mario sub-series. So before you get all caught up in Brothership, let's take a closer look at Bowser's Guts. Lend a whole new meaning to the term behind enemy lines, because tonight we listen to the music of Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story for the Nintendo DS.
What was that? Oh, that was a great write-up.
Thank you.
That was fantastic. I needed that.
Hi, everybody. How you doing, Matt?
I'm fantastic now.
Oh, me too.
I don't know that I'm going to be able to stop laughing.
Don't you know what happens when you can't stop laughing?
You end up dead, like your idiot cousins, the hyenas.
One of these days you're going to die laughing. Oh, boy. So today, it's actually, we were going to record this last night, and then we had kind of a last minute, let's push it one more night, because life, the universe, and everything. But it actually turned out to be a really good idea that we did that, because today is the actual release date of Mario and Luigi Brothership.
We totally planned it.
Yep, we absolutely did. Yep. I mean, if we had actually planned it, we probably would have released this episode the day Brothership comes out. But
Shut up.
No. That's not the way we do things here at the WaveBack Music Podcast.
No siree,
Bob.
That's the way my daddy did it. That's the way his dad did it.
That's how Dad did it. That's how America does it. It's worked out pretty well so far.
We are on some ish right now.
Yeah, so neither Matt or I have done a lot of sleeping, which is why we're with
the way we are
by ourselves or with each other, which is why we are the way we are right now. There's a lot of the giggles going on, and that's why we're all very thankful that this is a listener request episode that we didn't have to put a lot of thought into. So to Matt, not you, the Matt who requested this.
Yeah.
A huge thank you. He's a big fan of this series, and I really hope he enjoys Brothership. I think it looks great. I've never been able to get into the Mario and Luigi games. I like the soundtracks, but every time I try to play them, I never get very far. I can't put my finger on what it is that pulls me out of them, but I'm really happy that we're going to get to listen to this music. So I think we should probably get started.
It's probably a good idea.
Let's do it. Matt?
Yes, sir.
Hit us with some history.
Certainly. Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story was released for the Nintendo DS on February 11th, 2009 in Japan, and on September 5th the same year in North America. Developed by the sadly now defunct Alpha Dream Studio for Nintendo, it's the follow-up to Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. It's a turn-based RPG that largely takes place inside Bowser himself, as the Mario brothers work from within Bowser's body to complete their quest. A sickness called the Blorbs has infected the Mushroom Kingdom, and the culprit behind it is returning villain Fawful from the Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. The game has a solid reputation among fans and was remade on the 3DS with an additional side quest called Bowser Jr.'s Journey in 2019.
This game's music was done by the incomparable Yoko Shimomura, who we've covered on this show several times before. She's responsible for some phenomenal video game music, including Street Fighter II, Kingdom Hearts, and Super Mario RPG, among others. Now, Matt, I'm going to go out on a wild limb here and say that you have never played this game.
That was a wild tree you climbed, and the limb you went out on was correct, sir.
That's fantastic, because you know what? I've never played this game either.
Ooh!
So this is going to be brand new music for the both of us. I have played some of Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, and I've played, I want to say, like the first 2 hours of that game like 4 times, and I always just fall off at around the same point, which is weird. But I'm a big fan of Yoko Shimomura's music, and I'm a big fan of Mario music, and let's go ahead and give this stuff a listen.
I'm in. Let's go.
Yeah, so the first track is called Peach's Castle. I'm going to go ahead and assume it's the music for Peach's Castle. Now, Matt did tell me that most of the songs in this game have like counterpart versions. Um, for when you're inside, when you're playing the game inside Bowser. So like, we're going with the regular versions, but if you really like this stuff, track down the soundtrack and listen to the
Insides version.
insides versions. Hey, maybe it'll show up on that Nintendo Music app sometime because
Yeah.
that's a thing that happened. It just
Yeah,
like, hey,
right.
guess check it out. Just Nintendo Music app. We're gonna update it every couple of days. What? All right. Anyway, here's Peach's Castle from Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. Enjoy. All right, well, that was Peach's Castle from Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. That was pretty much the song that I expected it to be, just not exactly as I expected it to be. It was a very lovely rendition of that song. I've always been a real fan of that tune, that melody from Super Mario 64, and it was kind of oddly slow. I think it almost put me off a little bit at first, but once all the it really started coming together, which is probably my favorite part of the original version of that song too. It was quite lovely. This is a really good piece.
I think lovely's the right word. Um, I'm, you know, for all the music we listen to and all the music I've, listened to playing games and stuff, I absolutely forget a lot of stuff. So, I mean, I may have heard, you know, Peach's kind of theme before, but this unfortunately isn't ringing any bells for me. That being said, um, there's something about it that feels very like Girl of the Midway. Like I don't know why I get like trapeze artist. I don't know. I get these weird images in my head when I hear stuff. But yeah, sorry. Good. Sorry. Oh my goodness, it's starting again. It's a fantastic piece of music. This is- Let's move on, please, or I'll just laugh.
No, I think you should keep going. This is going really
How dare you? How dare you, sir? How dare you make me talk on a medium that is just talking? I don't appreciate you.
Well, I mean, it was a low energy start, but not in a bad
Yes.
way. I really liked that one. Like I said, I really like that tune in general. So let's see what this next one is. This track is called Bowser, and I'm curious if this is going to be some sort of other rendition of like I know in Mario RPG, Yoko Shimomura. Was that Yoko Shimomura in Mario RPG? I want to say it is, but I think I did. And earlier in this script, I think I said Super Mario RPG. So yes, she did the Bowser music in that one was like a new rendition of the boss battle music from Mario 3. So I'm curious what this one's gonna be. So let's find out. Here is Bowser. Enjoy. Ominous. Yeah, that was as far as I know, that was not a new rendition of existing Bowser music. That was also again not as high energy as I expected. It was more foreboding than anything. I really liked that little sounded like a little bit of muted trumpet that kind of jumped in there to give it that kind of like goofy Bowser regal like because he's the king of the Koopas, so you've got that kind of regal element to him, but it's always kind of like goofy because it's Koopa Troopas and Goombas. So it just had that little tiny twinge of goofiness to an otherwise very foreboding song. I liked it.
Definitely a big fan of that. I like dark and ominous. It's kind of my bag, baby. And
Well, if I got a
this
country for you,
no, 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 Chris, no, no.
reeling it in, we're back.
I will,
Train's back on the rails.
I will roll up an instruction manual and whack you on the nose. Anyway,
I'm not jaded at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
I will turn this podcast around. Okay?
Somebody should.
All right. I love the villains. God damn it. I don't know what to say that's not going to get you all.
It's fine. I'm good. I got it out of my system. I'm good. I promise.
All right. I can really, really appreciate Bowser. He's the one villain that's been there, since I was a kid. You too. There's something so lovable about him. But yeah, the music is great. It's exactly what you said. It has that like faux regalness because it's King Koopa or King Bowser, the King of the Koopas, and yeah, it's
He
everything
was
that
King
in
Koopa when we were kids. He
yes,
wasn't like the cartoon in particular. He was King Koopa, and now was
mm-hmm,
Princess Toadstool, and then
mm-hmm.
in the original instruction manual we got King Koopa Bowser, but we didn't get her called Peach until Mario 64.
Yeah, well, sorry, but your princess is in another castle. Um, right. This song, great, fantastic,
Yeah.
loved it, loved it, loved it.
Well, the only thing that I can say to that is okie dokie, because that's the name of our next song. It's called Okie Dokie. I really have no idea. I'm trying to all right, Okie Dokie. What could this be? That's 2 minutes and 52 seconds long. I don't know, but we're about to find out. Here's Okie Dokie. Enjoy. All right, that just screams Mario and Luigi battle
Yes.
music to me. Like that, I feel like that's got to be the regular battle music. Oh, that was lovely. I liked that so much. That had me grinning like a little kid. That was right up my alley. It was just the right amount of goofy. I love me a good accordion. Um, this was just wonderful. It had such a great vibe to it. It was really high energy. It was really fun. Lots of major notes. Big fat ball of smiles for me.
you you have such a way with words, man.
I'm a professional writer, man. I'm a wordsmith.
Goodness
Big
me.
fat ball of smiles.com.
I'm so glad we let someone else drive tonight. That being said, that was some Mario and Luigi music. That's some like I see Luigi running around holding his hat scared like, he does. That's very good. That was very, very good. I think that's the high intensity we were kind of looking for on the rip, to your point about the low energy start. But that music's a lot of fun. And yes, I agree with you. Love a good accordion. It needs to be used sparingly, but I love a good accordion. Whew.
Yep, I believe I've just confirmed that is the battle music. I believe. See, there is one song from this game that I know quite well, and it's actually in this playlist. So I'm gonna we'll get to that later. Yes, this is the battle theme. Yeah, freaking called it. Of course, that's the battle theme. Why wouldn't that be the battle theme for a Mario and Luigi game? Oh, that was so much fun. I love it. Let's keep going. Let's move it on.
Let's do it.
Moving on next is Fawful is here. Fawful in Mario and Luigi, the first one, Superstar Saga, was a very well written character. He was very funny. I have to assume that he was consistently funny in this one as well. So yeah, this one's called Fawful is There. So let's listen to it. Enjoy. Matt, I want you to take the lead on this one. I feel like you're, of the two of us, you're the most likely to be wearing at least some of a pinstripe suit. I'm guessing the jacket and nothing else.
Ooh, so close. I'm wearing the pants and nothing else.
My next guess was going to be the top hat.
I left my top hat in the other room. Think I'm joking.
Yeah, no. Talk to me about this. How do you feel about this song?
How do I say this that it doesn't sound like an insult? Because I'm genuinely not attempting to insult anyone here. This music sounds like it's villain music for a form of art and entertainment that is aimed at the younger patrons. Like it's supposed to be like this jazz piece, right? So he's cool, right? But it's like a slick little piece, so it's like he's got something up his sleeve. There was like so much being said with just that piece of music. I'm not familiar with this character really at all. And that's what my takeaway is. And by the way, done very well. I really like that piece of music, actually.
100% with you. I really enjoyed this song. It started off, okay, I see what you're laying down, and then they Shimamura, she just brought it home. She brought it all the way home.
She's good at what she does, man.
She does. Absolutely nailed this vibe. Fawful is not a smooth villain. Fawful is freaking crazy. And he talks really, just has a very interesting cadence to the way he talks.
Okay.
I don't really know how else to say it. Like, it's very specific. It's not the way Yoda talks, but it's in a fashion of like that is a very specific way this character says words, like, you know, a very
Hmm.
specific way he words his sentences.
Right.
So that this song is associated with someone who has always struck me as pretty manic is really funny.
Hmm. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty cool stuff. All right, well, this next one's called Showtime in all caps. So sign me up. Let's do it. Let's have some Showtime. Enjoy. All right, that was Showtime, and I mean that could only be boss music, right?
I can't imagine anything otherwise.
Right. Yeah. That's definitely some boss ass boss music right there. And it was good. It was well done. And again, I like how she keeps the lighthearted nature to it. Like even when the music is otherwise pretty like dour and serious, she's got like that xylophone kicking in there just to be like,
Hmm.
this is still goofy because it is. I like it. I like it. I like it. And I think she should be proud of herself for writing it. It stinks, and I don't like him.
I'll agree. She should be proud of herself. Yeah, no, it's fantastic music. I like that we, like, oh, it's called Showtime. And then as soon as it starts playing, and my first thought was more like news time because the silly xylophone. Um, but that all aside, it's fantastic. It's got a nice weight to it that, as we both pointed out, can't be anything other than boss battle music, right?
Yeah, it's
Um,
just it smells of boss music. It's
it has
positively oozing bossitude.
boss dude.
It's a
This might
bossa nova, Matt. Across the line.
Look, the only way you know where the line is when you cross it.
It's
I
true.
don't think you did though, personally. I was about to say that this might be our funniest show yet.
At
Only
least to
because
us.
yeah, only because we're incredibly stupid. Um, Fantastic piece of music. She, you know, it's like it's like saying Beethoven was a pretty decent composer, right? Um, she's got a lot of great stuff, and it's just all on display here. I really dug that though. It's great.
Yeah, that's some solid stuff. I think the next one is going to be a different kind of music because it's called Beachside Dream, and that doesn't really smell boss music to me. So let's go ahead
No.
and let's see how wrong we are and listen to Beachside Dream. All right, that I don't know if I would say that's my favorite one so far, but it's because I think Okie Dokie was just like, hey, there's some Kris music for you right there. But this is pretty up there. I really liked this one a lot, specifically because of how unexpected I think it was. It starts and I'm like, that sounds like the bass line to Gemini Man stage for Mega Man 3. So we're already speaking my language. But it's a beachy song, so you kind of expect like some reggae tunes and like just kind of chill a little bit, or you got the same instrument set you get from a lot of beachy type themes in Mario games, right? You got the steel drums going on, but there was this weird vibe to this that had kind of like almost an air of mystery going on. I really, really liked this song. I was, mm, 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 mm.
Okay. Yes, this was very much a Kris song. Very much a Kris song. I can totally see what you're saying with the kind of air of mystery. I don't know that I could put my finger on it. Maybe it was the laid back synthesizers that kind of played those the higher portions. I don't know. I am happy to see that you can in fact make beach music that doesn't have to be reggae. That's great.
Yeah.
There's other ways. But this was really, really good too. Yeah, I said it already, but it's very much a you song. I like it, not my favorite, but I like it a lot.
Yeah, I was a big fan. That one rubbed me exactly the right way. You can take that however you want. Right now, we're gonna take The Road Leading to the Secret. At least I think that's what this one is called. Some of these tracks had
Yes.
slightly different names when I downloaded them than what Matt had sent me. So I had to kind of like double check to make sure they were the right songs. And I think I changed everything to what it's supposed to be. But anyway, this song's called The Road Leading to the Secret. I'm not really sure what to expect. I'm expecting something maybe kind of mysterious sounding. I don't know. I think it's going to be fun.
I'm expecting Journey music.
Journey? I'm expecting German music.
I'm expecting Journey.
Don't stop.
Nope. They wrote so many other better songs.
Yes, but that was the one that was in the Atari 2600 game Journey Escape. Sir, keeping it relevant to the podcast, man.
Christopher!
Here's The Road Leading to the Secret. Enjoy. That was a bit more ominous than I expected. What did you think?
Loved it. Absolutely loved it. I was way wrong. But I thought it was fantastic. I love a good like hokey, spooky what lurks in the shadows and the darkness of the woods kind of piece of music.
Yeah,
it reminds me of
some spooky special stuff right here.
Oh yeah, no question. This is this is like quintessential spooky special. It reminds me very much of like the old Looney Tunes and things like that. Fantastic. Loved it.
Yeah, I rather enjoyed this one too. I also I just want to make sure. Look, you're not wrong. Journey has a lot of good songs, but Don't Stop Believing is a great song.
All right.
I'm not going to say it's their best. I'm not going to say I disagree with you that they don't have other better songs. I'm just saying Don't Stop Believing is a great song.
All right. I'm going to pull the car over and we're going to have a discussion. Now, Kris, I was a sound engineer for live concerts for 11 and a half years. Every week, I would do approximately 5 concerts. Of those 5 concerts, at least 3 of them were party/wedding bands that would inevitably play Don't Stop Believing. So I would hear it 3 times a week, every week for almost 11 years because it had some weird resurgence after The Sopranos, right? And let me tell you something. We all know Steve Perry has an amazing voice. But if you cannot hit that note, if you cannot reach his register, don't. Just don't. You look stupid. You sound like an idiot. Just don't.
Wow.
Simple as that. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. I was a sound engineer for 11 years. What do you want from me, right? I'll tell you when you stink. Excuse me. When you...
I get it. I get it. I get it. You got it's I understand. I have a very different history with that song, a very strange history with that song, because I thought I didn't know Journey was a band, like a real band.
Okay.
I'm a kid. I get Journey Escape for Atari 2600. I read the instruction manual. It's about the band, this band, Journey, and you go around finding a car in space, and it's music and stuff. And I'm like, okay, whatever. It's an Atari game. Nothing has to make sense. So I get older, and I know this song from Journey Escape, right? You turn on and you hear the Atari 2600 version of Don't Stop Believing. I'm not knowing that this is a real song, right? I'm out of the zeitgeist. I don't know nothing about nothing. Haven't seen it show up in any TV shows or anything. I don't listen to the radio much. I'm an introverted little kid. And then I hear the actual song. I hear the beginning, right? Because that's the part, the piano, the dum da da dum, like that's the part that's in the Atari game. And it comes on, I'm like, oh my, what? My whole world just exploded. Everything just turned around. Like, wait a minute, this is a real band, and this is a real song. Holy cow! So I have a deep-seated love for that, because I am not a sound engineer, so I've not heard that song 45 bajillion times in very various obnoxious fashions. So I have a very fun connection to that song, that every single time I hear it, I'm reminded of that moment where I realized that it was not just a song in a video game. It's a real song.
Now, see, I wish I had that, because that's awesome.
It's a pretty neat thing, except for the fact that, like, this was in the 90s. I missed a lot of years listening to Don't Stop Believing.
Yeah, yes.
But better late than never.
That's what I always say.
Yeah.
All right, let's
I was
get
a
back on
late
the road.
bloomer in the world of Journey. But anyways, so Road Leading to the Secret. That's a solid song. I liked it very much. Clearly not as much as you, but this was your beachside dream. This is some Matt music. So let's see what we got here. This one's called Stolen Koopa Castle. Let's listen to it. Enjoy. That was a very interesting piece of music because I want to say, and I'm going to give Jim more of the credit on this because this is probably what she was doing because she's super smart. Um, that the marimba, whatever that kind of
Yes.
that instrument there seems like it is mimicking. I don't know if it's mimicking 100% with 100% accuracy, but I think it's meant to invoke the bass, the core moving rhythm sound. It's not the main melody, but like the rhythmic melody in the Super Mario Brothers 3 Bowser encounter music. Like I think that's what that's meant to invoke, because it's kind of moving along at the same pattern, though it's much slower. This is a very interesting piece of music. I rather liked it.
I'm very big fan of it as well. Another little kind of creepy piece, similar to the Road to the Secret. Um, yeah, she's got a very beautiful way of kind of putting something together like that, like really, really hitting the nail on the head in terms of like creating like a really good atmosphere, and I shudder to use the word vibe, but like a really good vibe to like what's happening. I'm really curious to see what the visual aesthetic would be, paired with this particular piece.
Hmm. Yeah, I can honestly say I would like to try this game sometime.
Yeah.
I know me, I'm probably never going to do it uh, because I would probably want to play the first two first, and I've already tried and failed to play through the first one a handful of times. But I'd like to say that someday I will get around to trying this.
Hmm.
Moving right along, the next one is called Short Break in Toad Town. I have Mushroom Town, but I feel like this one was Toad Town. Either way, it's the same song. So I'm just gonna say Mushroom Town because it's what in front of me. No, I'm gonna go with Toad Town because I like alliteration. Short break, short break in Toad Town is what we're gonna listen to, and it's 2 minutes and 16 seconds long. So I guess it's not that short. It's not that long. It's not the shortest song of the night. And this is what you sign up for when you listen to this podcast. You're welcome. Enjoy. if that isn't some RPG town music, I don't know what is. That's funny. That has a really, really similar cadence and feel to the Mushroom Kingdom town in Mario RPG. Really, really kind of similar vibes to that one. This was a very lovely song. It had some, it had some kind of very like I faded out a little bit on this one. Could be because I'm extremely tired, but it was very background music. But then it would occasionally kind of pipe in with some really, really beautiful spots that just made me smile. So that was a very delightful and entertaining and rejuvenating short break in Mushroom Town.
To your point, that's exactly what a town in an RPG sounds like. That was so perfectly captured. And then to give it kind of the Mario flavor, fantastic. Very well done. Uh, I love the gentle tambourine. I don't know what it is about, sometimes having like just the hint of something, makes it takes it up a level. I don't know what it is about that tambourine that just really, I was like, yeah, that's freaking awesome. I love that. Again, great piece of music.
Yeah, nicely done. All right, so this next one's got a pretty funny name. Got Tough Guy Alert, right? But
Yep.
when I downloaded it, it was called They're Pretty Tough. Should we be careful? And honestly, I don't know which name I like better. But I mean, I have to imagine this is some sort of boss battle music. So let's give it a go. Let's give it a listen. Let's give it a poke, a prod. Here we go.
Press play.
Tough Guy Alert. Well, that was fun.
Yes.
That's some jaunty boss music right there.
Yes, very much so.
And I like that.
I really appreciated it. It's like gallop. The xylophone really gives it that like get up and go,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a lot of fun. And I'm very curious to see the boss battle for this too. This is a lot of really good music that I would love to see the visual pairing for.
Yeah, get some context for.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good business. Good business. Solid stuff. All right, we've got 2 left. The next one is called Deep Castle. So yeah, let's go ahead and give it a listen. Here's Deep Castle. Enjoy. That's a final castle in an RPG. That's what that is.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, it was really well done.
I, I- that might be my favorite piece.
Hmm.
That was really, really beautiful.
Yeah, it was a genuinely genuinely enjoyed that one. That was I like that it gives that very, it has that very mysterious
Mm-hmm.
like empty castle vibe, but I kind of feel like there's no way the castle is actually empty, but it definitely has that mysterious but also kind of foreboding vibe to it of like, this is where we're heading towards us, the big villain that has caused some sort of massive destruction. That's like thumbs up.
That's a great um, observation. That's I don't know that I was thinking about that, but now that you say it, I kind of can't unhear it.
Hmm.
I think again, one of the things I think a lot of the Mario games do really well is appeal to its audience. And this isn't to kind of talk down about its fan base because I'm far from it because I'm also in that fan base. But I feel like the music at times can be very uh, aimed at a younger clientele, so to speak. But I think what I really want to say more is it's more it makes it way more accessible because like I feel like there's a lot of modern games have these big symphonic, orchestral, you know pieces of work, overtures, the whole nine, and it's gorgeous and it's crescendos and but then you get these great little pieces of music in a game like this, and it kind of reminds you like what is achievable and how it can really hit home. um Yeah, I just think that's fantastic, especially this track. It does that for me. It makes me like it makes me think of like I said, Looney Tunes from when I was a kid, or like just kind of the fun, lighthearted nature that Mario Brother games can be. Not so serious, not so, oh, why is this so hard? That sort of stuff.
Hmm.
And I like that because, not everything has to be so effing hard. Doesn't have to be
Hmm.
so, I don't get me wrong. I'm an achievement hunter like probably everybody else, but sometimes it's nice to just kick back with a lighthearted 2D whatever and just have some fun.
I agree. Not everything needs to be a super big challenge.
It's true.
Yar. All right. Well, then then we move on to the last song of the evening, and this is the song that I'm actually familiar with. This is the grand finale. This is the final boss battle. This is a really cool song. I know this song because my son, who likes to watch random compilations of things on YouTube, he's a big Bowser fan. He watched like Bowser Battle YouTube video extravaganza, and they showed off Dark Bowser from this game. Uh,
Mm.
and that's what this battle is. And then he asked me if I could go online and get the music for him because he really liked the song, and so I
Aw.
did. And so I'm aware of this song. It's a really cool song. This is some great final boss music. So let's listen to the grand finale. Enjoy. Oh boy. Yeah. What do you think?
Ah, absolutely amazing. That's that's funny because I was just talking about having orchestral symphonic pieces, big sweeping overtures, and da 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 da. And this had that element of kind of the sweeping, um, epic, final battle music. Um, it almost had a Final Fantasy vibe, like a very reminiscent of Final Fantasy type of energy and kind of timbre to it. Fantastic, beautiful, beautiful piece of music. Not my favorite, but still a very beautiful piece of music.
Yeah, pretty outstanding. Very appropriately epic for um a final boss battle. That's supposed to be epic. I kind of lost the plot on that one. No, really, really, really liked that song. But I was familiar with that one. So, whew, yeah, that's the music that Matt picked for us for Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. It was unsurprisingly just a whole bunch of great stuff.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm a big fan. Thank you for sharing it with us. Any closing thoughts from you?
Nothing that wouldn't already mirror what you've said, Matt. Thank you very much. Really appreciate you, and appreciate you putting this, in front of me. Fantastic, and to Chris's point, it really does make me want to play it. I was looking up, copies of the game and stuff, and they're attainable. So, who knows?
I don't.
I don't either. That's why I was asking. Who knows?
Well, if you figure it out, you let me know. In the
And
meantime,
and that goes for you listeners too.
I stole this from the TV show Sports Night, but just generally, it's a general sentiment that I like to ask on Stone Age Gamer a lot. If you're still listening to this show, tell us why.
I remember Sports Night. That was a good show.
That was a great show. Love that show. But anyway, that is our show.
Hey.
So we here at the WaveBack Podcast are incredibly grateful to everyone who listens. We love communicating with you when we can. And I always get confused on whether or not we should do this part first or the next game. I think we should do the next game after this. So I'm going to keep reading. There's a Geekade Discord channel in which we have WaveBack chat, where we frequently discuss all manner of stuff relating to video game music and whatever our next episodes are going to be. And of course, you can always still send us an email at mail@geekade.com. And while you're at it, check out all our social media channels, which you should totally follow, like, and subscribe to if you haven't already. WaveBack and other Geekade podcasts are made possible thanks to the Geekade Patreon page. There, patrons can get access to a monthly podcast topic and recording schedule, get early access to most of Geekade's shows, including this one, and more. If you've enjoyed our podcasts over the years, follow the link in the description and give it a look. We really appreciate it. And finally, as always, be sure to check out all the other great content we have on our site over at geekade.com. Matt?
Yes, sir.
What is our next game?
I think it's time we finally get to my choice from a month or so ago. Now, at the time I was playing it, and I'm kind of far removed from it, but it was a great soundtrack. I want to present it to you and, of course, our listeners. The game is called While the Iron's Hot.
Well, that's when you strike. That's what they tell me.
That's what I've heard too, actually.
Well, there you go. There you have it, folks. While the Iron's Hot will be our next episode. And in the meantime, we're going to be leaving you tonight with this game's ending theme, Journey of Memories. Thank you very much for listening. And Matt and I are going to go to bed because we're tired and it's late and we love you all. And take care of yourselves out there. I know it's tumultuous times and we're here to help. We're here to bring you joy and entertainment. We hope that our sleep-deprived lunacy was of some entertainment value this evening or whenever you're listening to this podcast. Thank you. We all love and appreciate you all very much, and have a great night. put that somewhere. I'm gonna throw it in the spreadsheet so I don't forget it again next month. Do that before I forget again. WaveBack episodes. Doobly-doo, you go there. Okay. You're recording?
Yeah.
I'm so glad that's on tape.
So am I. I always threaten to put that stuff at the end of the episodes and stuff, but I don't.